What's going on, guys? Dane here, and welcome to the 10 to What challenge, a series that is so epic it can't be contained on the main channel. This is going to be something different, something that I've never heard of anyone doing, something that is either going to lead to me being 10 to a millionaire or 10 to embarrassed, 10 to a legend or 10 to bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? 10 to 0, 10 to how much? 10 to What challenge is a challenge for myself. This is not the ice bucket challenge. I'm not challenging other people to do what I'm doing now. And the second this video is up, it's up and it's stuck. And I have to commit to this. I could become a laughingstock at the end of this. I could become someone's inspiration. Hopefully not. Gamble at your own risk, everybody. We're putting $10 into a poker fund. This is the only startup money I'm putting in. I'm not bringing outside money into this. We're using this $10 and we're seeing how much we have at the end of a play session. And then the end of the next play session, the end of the next play session, and we're going to try and run our money up to what? This is my startup money for a poker career. Now, I'm an amateur. I know enough poker theory to get myself in trouble. I'll leave a link down below to someone that'll actually teach you the highest level play, right? It's someone I used to watch a long time ago. His advice is solid. This is my first time going into cash games like this. And here we go, $10 startup. I'm going to put every play session for the day into a 15-minute montage of the highlights. When I won money, when I lost money, all the big plays, all the stressful, juicy stuff, everything else, everyone folding the blinds and stuff like that, completely cut out for the day of play. And we're going to see how it goes, man. And we're going to, of course, at the end of every episode, I'm going to show you how much money we have in the poker fund by the end of it. We're starting with 10, and that does mean I'm hitting a $5 table first to play with half of my money, not all of it, to not risk it all at the first table. We're putting $5 in, and this is the very first hand that I was actually a part of, so I had to include my first cash game hand that I actually played. We have an ace and a 6 kicker. However, that doesn't mean too much when there's an 8 pair on the board. We probably have high pair right now. We probably have the 2 pair beat if he has the king. We're going to make the power play happen. He's going to run the fold, and we're going to take a little bit of money on our very first hand. Now I'm feeling a little bit solid with a queen 10. How could you not run this one, man? Queen 10 offsuit. You already know this is not the best hand to run, but I'm watching some folds happen. I'm watching a weak call happen, and I'm feeling a little froggy on following up the call. He runs the check very quickly. He could have had check fold checked though, so I don't really know what's happening here. We run the queen 10 into an ace jack. All of a sudden he runs the 20 though. We're feeling a little scared. All of a sudden I do see a queen show up. As long as he doesn't have the ace, we might be okay. He didn't have the ace last time, did he? He folded last time, but he had the ace jack this time. So that time he wasn't bluffing. The time before he was. Now I know I have a very loose player out of Tony. We could milk money out of him. However, we just lost half of our table funds at our first table. A quarter of our money is gone already, but we just rolled into some kings, didn't we? Now, I only took this hand because they're on suit. King high is pretty good for a flush to begin with. He probably thought we had the pair of kings. He didn't have a king in his hand is all that he folded over. What we're doing right now is taking the pot money. That's it. We're just worried about making money off of these pots right now. Now, hopefully this dude just runs the raise. I'm cool with it. I'm probably going to run the call. Ace high flush is a beautiful hand to begin with, but we ended up with an ace pair, which is a high pair on the table, a 5 kicker, potential for a flush, but really potential for a straight if we see the 4 drop, but he runs the 76 cents. Now he bluffed the ace before. He had the ace next. Does he have the ace now? Because my 5 kicker is probably not going to beat whatever he's got. I don't think he's got it. I think he's running me up again. He had it with a 4 kicker. A 4 kicker, one lower than my 5 kicker. We lucked out on the all-in play. I tried to push him off of it. He did not push off of it with an ace 4 kicker. He did not push off of it. I didn't know he had that. I don't know if I would have taken the call, but I definitely took the gamble and we ran it. We took the money off of one higher of a kicker. A 5 kicker beat him. Now our pocket 5s are going to lead straight into a 3 of a kind. Me and Tony are not done, by the way. You already know I had a grudge against him. I ran his money up. He has a grudge against me now. Don't stress it. We're going to run triple the blind because we are the first ones to really call into this one. Tony backs on out. No big deal. Everyone folds the 10 king, which really sucks, man. Really sucks. Don't worry about it. 10 king going to come back up in this play session. We got the 10-7 on suit. I'm cool with it. I like these mid cards. Now, 10 is a high card, but I like these mid flush potential hands. You never know what you're really going to get out of it. You never know if you're going to get these low pairs. You never, that maybe no one else had, these low straights that no one else had, because most people don't play these low cards. That's kind of the thinking there. We have nothing on this one but a pair of 10s. What do you think he has? We were on the 15. He folds it. We get a little bit of money. It ain't over yet, though. We got the 6, 9 on suit. Like I said, I like these mid spades. These are all back to back, by the way. This is me running my money up on some power plays. The 6, 9 on suit. I'm really feeling this power play again. These have been back to back. If there was no transition, these are back to back to back. We got a 6 to drop. He runs a little bit on me. I call it just to see the next card. I'm looking at a 5, 6, nothing. He runs me up with the he had pocket jacks and was not playing like he had pocket jacks. He could have rammed me for some money or rammed me off the board. He just got chump change for it at the end of the day. That's the worst outcome he could have had for that pocket jack hand, man. The worst outcome. But right now we're looking at 8, 9, 7, 10. Look, if we see a jack, we're feeling pretty good about this one, aren't we, man? But we didn't. What we see is a 2 pair, and I'm feeling good about this, man. We run it up. We take his money. He just wanted a hand off me. He was feeling pretty froggy about it. We weren't bluffing. We got the 2 pair into an ace 5, which is a weird place to call, but I don't feel too bad about it, man. You know, it didn't get crazy raised on me. It wasn't a triple the blind play, I don't think. I don't know why I would have called that if it was, but hey, we did. We got the ace again with a 5 kicker. We've seen this one win before, man. He probably knows I have an ace all of a sudden. Let's see how he's feeling about it. I don't want him to call it at all. Ace 5 kicker wins again, man. Maybe this is my hand from now on. Now the kings and the 10s. Feeling pretty good about a regular call. I don't want to play too froggy with this one into an instant full house on the nuts. Now he checked and he's gonna raise me. I thought he raised me on that, man. He did not. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and run the pot now, man. The 30. Oh, we're gonna overbet the 140. How froggy is he feeling? He's gonna all in me, and I'm gonna call his all in play on absolutely the best hand on the board. The full house. He had the 3 of a kind. If the ace showed up, I'd have been out of there, but it didn't, did it? We ran him out of the table, and that is our money all of a sudden. We have 2.5 times what we came to this table with all of a sudden. This was a 30-minute total table before we moved on to the $10 table with higher stakes, which we're about to hit very, very shortly. We got the ace queen of spades. I'm feeling good about it, man. We just ran that dude for all of his money. He made the all-in play. We kind of enticed him into forcing me off of it. The grudge match ended with him having to leave. That's my money. The ace queen of spades, not looking very strong on this hand, man. 22 cents. I'm not feeling it. I already know I'm back out of this one, man. Look at this. Look at this board. He's going to run the call. I'm going to fold it, but I left this one in here, even though there's a queen there. I left this one in here because I thought it was interesting. This is the first time I saw other people go into an all-in play against each other. And maybe sometimes leaving these stressful, exciting all-ins could be fun if they happen during the play session. Now look at this mess right here. 129 into the 86. This was an unbelievable play. By the way, he raises to the all-in. Check this unbelievable moment. Watch the numbers. You're going to see 90%, 9%. Turned into 100% on an 8 on the river. The 8 gave him the full house. He went from 9.1% to just a win. What are the odds? 9.1%. That's the odds of that. That man has to be screaming Mr. Montana, and question is absolutely, unquestionably having to sit out because he's in the middle of jumping up and down on a 9.1% all-in call. I don't know if I would have taken it. He did, and it was worth it at the end of the day. Now we got the 7-9. I like these low cards when they're on suit. You get crazy chances for pairs no one else has. I'm around the check, and I have 2 pair that no one else has. I know they don't have a 7 and a 9, right? They're in here. They probably have high cards. A lot of people do. It's fine. We're going to run the power play. We got the 7 and the 9. I'm going to run the pot this time. Does he call it? He might. What if he doesn't? Doesn't matter. We got a lot of money out of him in a 7-9. I'm not feeling strong enough. Say he has queen 9, right? Say he has, I don't know, nothing at queen 9, basically. Queen 7. If he had a queen 2 pair, it would have been over, man. We got the pocket 7s all of a sudden, though, and we're running it up. This may be the last play of this table that we're showing off today. We got the 2 7s, man. We got it. We're going to run the bet. 21 cents, no big deal. We got the pocket. What are the odds they have the 9, the 6, and the 10? Veronica might all of a sudden. We're looking at her having something crazy, but I'm aware an 8 drop gives me an easy straight. What do we get for this, man? What do we get for this? If we get the 8, we have a crazy power play all of a sudden. If we don't get the 8, we didn't lose a whole lot for it. This is only an 85-cent pot. Questions, thinking, question is wasting our time, and question has folded out into the 8. I know I have this straight. If they have a jack, it's all over. All of a sudden, the 3 of a kind don't matter. The straights on the board, I have to shove them off. It didn't work out for me. We split the pot because they had an 8 and nothing mattered in that hand. Nothing at all. That was just a trash situation for all of us. 10 high straight. It is what it is. We split the pot. We're going one more on this table. We're sitting at a queen 9 offsuit. Not the craziest hand to go with, but we are seeing high pair. Now that's something. Now our kicker is higher than anything on the board as well. Doesn't look like it's going to work out for us. In fact, a 6 is terrifying to see right now. I'm going to call it on high pair. Raise to the 130. This is the dumbest thing I could have done. I should have backed out, cut my losses, said no, but I did not. Now, I'm about to lose some money on this one. It's about to wash over to the next table. Here's the problem with this one, man. I shouldn't have done it on a pair. This is a large bet, and I'm basically bluffing on the river already being dropped. And we just got kicked the hell out of there with an ace high flush, I believe. Now, that sucks for me. We're going to move on to the next table. I did end up playing a little bit longer to grab my grab a couple of blinds. We ended up with around $16 total from like a long stream of just instant blind running my way real quick. It was boring to watch, but it was enough to get me up to about $16 by the end of that table very quickly. Now we're sitting at a brand new table, $10 buy-in, $6 about left over in the bank, right? In our funds that we didn't bring to this table. Now we have a queen 9 instant straight, but we also see a flush. At least I should have seen a flush on the board, right? We got 10 jack queen, or 10 jack 8 of clubs into the ace high flush. He had the guarantee, and we just lost half of our funds to an ace high flush. He should have ran that way higher, and honestly, maybe even taken me out of the game. I probably wouldn't have called it if he went all in all crazy, but I might have. I don't know, man. That straight was looking real enticing. I didn't believe he had the clubs, but he did, man. He flushed the nut on that one. That sucks, man. That flop, it was kind of crazy, man. We got the jack 8 all of a sudden. We got the pair of jacks. We're going to run the bet up. We're going to ink our way back up. That's all we can do. We got the 2 pair. No big deal. He runs the check. I don't want to go too crazy on it. We ended up getting top pair, 2 pair. We take it all day. 2 and a king all of a sudden. Why is this one here? 2 and a king, bro. Why is this one here? Biff Slamkovich is sitting there on whale status with a bunch of fish all around him, isn't he? 2350 is a lot of ducats to be sitting at a $10 table. He is well over double the buy-in right now with what he's got. If I were him, I'd back out. He didn't, and maybe I should thank him for it. We see a 2 drop all of a sudden. All right, bet. I'm going to make people confused on why the heck this is happening right here. Does he have the 4 and the 5? Does he have 4 and 5? That's probably what they're all asking themselves right now. Is the 4? No, I don't. I have a 2. I have a pair of 2s. And the pair of 2 with the king kicker runs them for their money. Now we have pocket aces, right? We got the diamond and the spade. I'm feeling real lucky this time around. Let's see what we got, man. This is the most aesthetically pleasing ace you could have right now. The spade and the diamond, bro. We run it up. We got the 114 in the pot already. And I know I have high pair. What I also know is we're very close to 2 different flush draws. I'm still running it. The 157, I have high 2 pair on this board. But if they have a 10 or a 7 or 2 clubs, there are 3 hands that beat me, and they had neither. Thank God. That was a tough one, but it got my money back. That's a little bit of reading the board. They were playing fast. They weren't thinking about how to make money. They were thinking about how to save face, was how I was taking it. But you can't base everything off reads, you know what I'm saying? We ran it, we got the 6-5 on suit, we got an instant straight. Now I'm really noticing that running these straights right now has not been working out for me, so I'm hesitant right now. We got the 6-5, we got the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but if we see a 9, who knows what happens, right? If they have a 9, who knows what happens, right? We are in a tough spot. The 9 and the 10, 7, 8, 9, 10 jack, right? There's higher straights on this board all of a sudden. In fact, we have the lowest possible straight right now. There's a 10 on the board. If he has a 9 I lose, and he backed out thinking I had the 9, or just thinking I had a straight in general. Thank God on that one. We're going to get the ace jack of diamonds. Hey man, sometimes you got to gamble if you're going to make this money. If you're playing loose, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But if you make your gains higher than your losses, you're good. Now we're going to run the ace jack diamonds all of a sudden into an instant jack. This is an interesting spot though, because there's also a queen, so we do not have top pair. How's he feeling? He's thinking and he's running a check. Now I'm going to run the half and see what's up. I'm terrified of this queen right now. Terrified of it. He runs the call. We're sitting at 1254, by the way. We have ran our money right back up. We have 2 pair with the jacks. Does he have the queen? He might have the queen right now, but all of a sudden we have the full house with the jacks. I'm going to run the pot. 251. He's got a lot in it. He did not throw any more losses at me, and we got another pocket ace play all of a sudden. We are at 1368 by the time it comes around. John Claude's sitting on a lot of money. Biff Slamkovich sitting on a lot of money. Conquester sitting on a lot of money. There's money on this table, and we got pocket aces. Run the trip bet, because how can I not take the power play right now? Now we're in an annoying situation where there's jacks and queens everywhere. That insta-call tells me he's got one. Now we got a 3 showing up as well. I run the check. I'm feeling him out right now. He runs the bet. We run the call. No big deal. We have the 2 pair. I'm feeling real froggy about the pocket ace play all of a sudden. How's he feeling about the potential for a full house? How's he feeling about the potential for the 3 of a kind? I've been playing these mid cards. We ended up with 2246 at the end of the day. That was the final highlight hand. We ran up a couple more blinds. It is what it is, but 10 to what challenge today ended with us from $10 to 2246. We more than doubled in an hour, 30 minutes per table. 1 hour play session, doubled our money. I'm excited to try this out tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. If you want to see it, stick around, man. Click the like button, share it around if you think it's an interesting enough idea. And if you want more people to be involved in seeing the embarrassment if I flop out, you know what I'm saying? Either way, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be back tomorrow with episode 2. We'll see what happens. Peace out.